Namaste. Now, many people ask me what is the meaning of Diksha? Now, Diksha is the word which comes from Diksha. The point is, Dik means direction. The direction of your life is bound to change. That is the meaning of Diksha. The problem is now many people do halla bulla about the Diksha. Many people try to market themselves that if it is only Diksha is given, the entire thing will be successful or not. But let us try to understand the meaning of Diksha. Diksha means the mantra gets initiated in a person's astral body. That is very important. There are three kinds of sharira: the karana sharira, the sukshma sharira, the stula sharira. Stula means physical body, sukshma means the astral body, karana sharira is the causal body. Now, whenever a mantra gets initiated, it has to get initiated into the subtle body. The subtle body will get awakened. The subtle body holds the karma, vasana, samskara of various lifetimes across. It is like a storehouse, and the storehouse has an access. The access is called as the astral body. The storehouse is called as a karana sharira. The problem is now when you give the initiation or when you get the initiation, what happens is, first thing is, there is a coach. Suppose I am going to the gym. The coach will tell you have to come regularly, you have to do certain amount of exercise, you have to do certain amount of repetition. Diksha acts as a form of guidance. We go to a particular place, we ask. It is like a GPS. We suppose we go to a particular place, they say turn left, turn right, go there, that side, across. So on that superficial level, the guidance is used across for the student. For example, the person is doing mantra, he does not know how many times to do, when to do, what to do. These are primary instructions which are given across. The second use of the Diksha is the visualization of the Devata becomes very, very important. Now, many people cannot visualize, so they are asked to do 10,000 times, 20,000 times, lakh times, crore times across. For example, I went to the Bala Tripura Sundari. I asked one Guruji how many times he is supposed to do. He said, do 1 crore time. So when the mind repeats the mantra so many times across, the visualization of the deity which happens, the visual cortex opens up for the person across. So that brings in change in the energy dimension of the aura and the chakra. Now, for example, somebody is seeing the aura and chakra of the person. The aura and the chakra will be of various colors across. But suppose you do the Mahalakshmi sadhana, and in that it is said Hiranya Varnam Harinim. Hiranya means gold. The entire aura and the chakras will start becoming golden color across. Now, whenever you do the Shiva sadhana across, it will probably become little bluish in color. Your aura and chakra will become bluish in color. So that is the change and the transformation which is supposed to happen across. The third level is when they give the initiation, the Antakarna gets connected to the vortex of energy. Now, Antakarna is the spiritual cord. It is like the password. It's in a cell phone. You have a password and and an ID. They tune the ID so that you can access that particular app or you can access the entire cell phone. So in the way, the Diksha is given so that the Antakarna gets connected to the vortex of the mantra. The mantra, the vortex opens up. Of course, I have talked to you about the black vortex, white vortex, the various colors of vortex and the kind of vortex it has an impact across. In fact, the black hole is a vortex. The black hole eats the planets, and there will be a white hole which throws the planet out across in the creation across. So that is why now all the physicists are fascinated about the black hole, because they see the death of galaxy, the death of universes, the death of planet. In the same way, Diksha means when the vortex opens up, the person karma, vasana, samskara all awakens across, and he has a direction in the life to walk, and he has a particular direction by which he can walk. So it happens on the three level. The first level is the guidance, where the guru teaches you what to do. It's like a coach. The second one is the visualization component of it. The third one is the opening of the vortex which happens across. Now, there are many people who ask me, can we open the mantra without an initiation across? Of course, you can open the mantra with initiation. It is like a little more hard work. Suppose you are going to a gym. You want to understand about the gym. You fall down, you raise down, you read books, you talk to many people, you attend many people lectures. By that, you are able to understand about gymming or athletics. In the same way, you just need to use repetition. As you do the repetition more and more and more, the vortex will begin to open up, and you will feel a gush of energy which is coming in across. Now that is an important indicator across. Now I initiated somebody into the Mahalakshmi mantra. He said, I feel a river of energy, a waterfall of energy is coming inside across as a person. I feel a lot of jilip. That's what he told me in Tamil across. So that is the thing opens up, the vortex opens up, the Antakarna gets plugged in, the visualization of the Devata happens, and the physical Nemanishta is being told across. But the problem is, when you take the initiation, the physical world will start aligning with the mantra. The place, the people, the object, the time, and a variety of things which will get aligned across as a person. I was talking to somebody. I told, you have had a Sudarsana mantra which is siddhified. He asked me how. You are talking on a Tuesday, you are talking in a Mars Hora Nakshatra, and today moon is in the Mars house of Vrichika. So that is the reason why I am telling that Sudarsana is siddhified for you as across a person. So there will be time alignment which the mantra will take you. There will be a place alignment which will be taking you, and there will be a people alignment which will be taking you across. So all these multi-dimensional alignment which will happen in a person's life, which means the physical format will completely change out across as a person. Now this is not told by many gurus across, and they are not aware across. For example, somebody is doing Bhairava sadhana, will get into smashan, will not travel in helicopter, will not travel in cars and bikes. They would prefer traveling in foot. They would like to be alone. They would not like to interact with the people across. So that personality change will happen across. So somebody asked me, it means Jaggi Vasudev is doing Bhairav sadhana. Why is he traveling everywhere? Why is he traveling in the car? Is he doing the sadhana properly? No. Most of the time, traveling in that particular path he has not taken. He has simply taken the mantra. He is chanting the mantra. It is not getting absorbed in his consciousness. It is not getting absorbed in his astral body across. Though there are a lot of spiritual idiots who believe he is an avatar without understanding the nuances of that particular sign. Forgive me for calling him as in other of his followers as idiots, because they tend to exaggerate a lot of things. Something small would happen, oh hoopla, oh wow, that is what has happened, and all that thing. So anyway, so when you do certain sadhana, the personality will undergo a change. The taste will undergo a change. For example, I did the Kapalini sadhana. When I did the Kapalini sadhana, I had a huge urge to eat chicken. In fact, it was my early part of my marriage. I went and ate a chicken 65 along with my wife in a restaurant called Rangi's, which is there in Germany. I was so shocked that my food habits completely changed across. So that is why when you do Bhairav sadhana and all, you will start drinking. The physical alignment of the life will happen. The food will change, the personality will change, the color will change, the dress will change. A lot of things will undergo a massive change in a person's life across. So please understand that these changes can be brought about very easily across. For example, somebody did Mahalakshmi sadhana, I told go to a gold house, go to a nice fanciful shop, buy a cloth for a lady. So like that you can bring in the alignment very fast. If you are doing Bhairav sadhana, you have to feed the dogs. So that way the multi-dimensional alignment can be brought about. Unfortunately, in India today, you don't have teachers who can bring the multi-dimensional alignment across as a person. They have forgotten that such an alignment will exist. For example, there was a person who was going to Samshan often. He said, I'm getting attracted to Samshan. I am working in the corporate house. I told, you must be doing Shiva sadhana. He said, yes. Why? Because it is described that Shiva lives in Samshan. So the point is the alignment of places, people, object, time, all that thing will happen with that of the Diksha. Now Diksha energy can be like a small current. It can be like a huge waterfall. It can be like a wave which hits you and you kind of crashes across. This depends on the strength of the teacher. It does not depend on the disciple. For somebody whose energy is very small, if they initiate, it is like a small trickle of energy which is coming in. It is like a small electricity which is coming in. If somebody gives a mantra, it is like a wave which hits them across. It really changes the way they live their life across. The other point of it is, now whenever you do the sadhana, it's like a waterfall. Forever the thing keeps coming out across. So this alignment and the Diksha strength is there. Then there is Nayana Diksha, there is Sparsha Diksha, and there is Vak Diksha. Vak Diksha is the Guru gives a Diksha to somebody in the form of speech. He says, you chant the mantra, I also chant the mantra. That is called as the Vak Diksha. Sparsha Diksha means the Guru touches the different chakras across by which they will get initiated across. Then there is Nayana Diksha. The Guru just looks at the person, the energy gets transmitted. Now that is what Kambana Alvan says, Annalum nokinal, Avalum nokinal. It is like a love. Two lovers see each other, their heart set in fire. So in that same manner, it is like the Diksha is given across. Then there is Kurma Diksha. Kurma Diksha means the Guru is at a distance, the disciple at some distance. Suddenly the disciple feels of doing certain amount of mantra across and they get initiated across on that thing. So Kurma means tortoise. The way the tortoise breaks open the egg, it leaves the eggs in the seashore and it kind of breaks the eggs in the seashore. So that is called as the Kurma Diksha. So that depends on the strength of the Diksha. The other one is whenever you take an initiation from a proper Guru, you will be able to do it with repetition. You would be able to do it consistently. So that is also an indicator across. Remember, the mantra has to be Chaitanya. Chaitanya means the mantra has to open up. Now the mantra can open up in terms of Bija, in terms of Gayatri, in terms of mantra mantra, it does not really matter what it opens up. As long as the vortex opens up, you're able to hold the energy. That is the reason for the Diksha. So I hope it has clarified a lot with regard to the Diksha. Now many people do a mockery out of it, and they don't understand that sometimes the Diksha is not needed. All that is required is a technique across. So I hope this video clarifies about you for Diksha.